Hey Simmers and Animal Lovers, it's Erin the Rescue Simmer, and welcome to a very special voting episode of the Sims 4 Shelter Play Along. We have Hugo here. He just fixed Woody and Pixel, two of our new general population dogs that we actually got from you guys' family. He's just trying to get poor Woody to lie down because poor dude just had surgery and he for sure needs to be taking it easy. Hugo is having a little bit of a hard time with that, but since we have all of our in-shelter animals fixed, it is a great time to introduce our next real-life shelter that you guys are going to be voting on sim cells of those dogs available for adoption for us to be able to play with and follow their adoption story. So I'm going to pause this here. You guys, I am so excited to introduce this shelter to you. This is Coastal German Shepherd Rescue of Orange County, California. They are a breed-specific rescue that specializes in German Shepherds. While you're here, go ahead and take a look at everything that they have to say. They've got gear, it's super cute, that you can grab. Looks like navy blue, a little bit of teal maybe, is their colors, and that white. And if you find yourself in the market anyway for a dog collar, it looks like this organization has actually done something really cool and partnered with a company called Fi. It is a GPS tracking collar for your dog that stays charged for months. The really cool thing about this is if you purchase a collar for your animal from Fi, you can type in this code GCSR2 and receive $25 off the collar. That's awesome. If you were already going to purchase it anyway, what a great way to be able to donate some of the proceeds of that collar and get a cheaper collar for yourself and your dog. They also partner with Amazon Smile. If you are going to be shopping on Amazon anyway for any reason, you can click this link, which I am going to be posting again in the description of this video. Do your normal shopping, and then 5% of your purchase is going to go to support this rescue and these very deserving animals. They, of course, have wish lists if you want to directly donate or if you have items that you want to specifically buy for them. And they have their call to actions for foster homes for specific funds needed. So make sure if you guys are checking out their website to check out all of this. But we are going to go all the way up to the top and click on their available dogs. You guys, they've played this right. Very first thing that happens when you pop into this website is they have their puppies. We tend to focus on this channel on dogs that are at least a year old all the way up to seniors. And look, you guys, at all these deserving cute faces. Very first, what I'm going to draw your attention to is a beautiful boy named Hans. His story reads that Hans sat at the shelter patiently waiting for his owners to come and get him. But after 2 months, they never came. He didn't understand what happened. Had he done something wrong? Confused, he just sat and waited. And then he ran out of time. Fortunately, Coastal German Shepherd Rescue stepped in and brought him into their rescue family. Confused by his new surroundings at first, he quickly settled into a new routine surrounded by a bunch of new friends, regular walks, occasional snacks, and lots of interesting things going on around him in the kennel. Hans is now enjoying a new life. Nicknamed Handsome Hans by one of our partner veterinarians, Hans is indeed very good looking. Plus, he's big and energetic. Hans will greet you by standing up and putting his paws on your shoulders to say hello. He loves walks, sniffing out exciting new smells, and dog cookies. Hans is still learning his leash manners and basic etiquette. Hans is not quite perfect, but he is steadily making progress towards that goal. He doesn't always like other dogs and can be selective. Hans would probably be best in a one-dog household at this time, and he most likely wouldn't be a good fit in a household with a cat or small children. Did we mention he's big? So here is our version, our sim version of Hans, Handsome Hans. Like I said, I noticed that navy blue was a really big part of their branding. That seemed to be a color that they gravitated towards. So I put all of the dogs in these navy blue collars that you guys could be voting on. And I made this good old boy super smart because he was able to adjust to a new routine. He rolled with the punches and he's been learning all sorts of wonderful things. I made him loyal because he waited for his owners for those 2 months, he was surrendered to another shelter, and I made him a troublemaker because when you first meet him, he likes to jump up on you, not to hurt you, but just to say hello. That may not be the most polite thing in our society, but he's being as sweet as he can, but he's got to learn his manners a little bit. So if our beautiful, handsome Hans is a story that you want to follow, then make sure to vote for Hans. Put his name down in the comments below so that we have a chance to see him in the Shelter Play Along series. As wonderful as that young 2-year-old boy is, I have another dog to show you guys. She is directly below him on their website. Her name is Mimi. She's a little bit of an older girl, being in that age bracket of 6 to 9 years. She is so beautiful, you guys. And her bio reads, "You won't meet a sweeter nor peppier German Shepherd dog than Mimi. She's been through a lot, but she's remained in great spirits and is always willing to cover you in kisses. Mimi's human was killed in a car accident, and she was taken to a shelter by the extended family. We rescued her and noticed she was wobbly in the rear. So we went to see our vet. She had an exam, blood work, x-rays, but our vet said we needed to see a specialist, so we scheduled an appointment with a really well-known neurologist. Mimi had an MRI which showed spinal surgery was an option which could better her life. So we went to Dr. Barry at Southern California Veterinary Specialty Hospital for a hemilaminectomy. If I pronounced that wrong, guys, please don't come at me. I'm going to put the word up on the screen. You pronounce it. I dare you. Her surgery was a great success. So much so that instead of using a sling to help her walk because her back legs were weak, we used a sling to keep her under 30 miles an hour as she had use of her back legs and wanted to go, go, go. She's been doing therapy to strengthen her back legs, is doing great, and has a great attitude and enjoys hanging out in the yard with her toys. We know what an amazing soul she is, and we know someone else out there will see what we see. A ridiculously sweet, gentle, energetic, fun, lovable girl who isn't going to let a medical issue slow her down one bit. This classic beauty is around 6 years old, great with her people, gets along with other dogs, she knows sit and down, is easy on a leash, and can't wait to have a family again. She can get protective of what she thinks is hers, so she'd be best with a German Shepherd dog savvy family. So this good girl is our Mimi. She looks very similar to Hans in her coloring. She's just got a little bit less marking on her head here and around her neck. She also has the blue collar, and I made her very friendly, very playful, and energetic and active. She wants to go, go, go. She is so relieved that her back end doesn't hurt anymore. And they said that she was very loving with her people and with other dogs, so I wanted to make sure that we reflected that. If Mimi's story is one that you want to follow through our gameplay, then please comment Mimi down in the comments section, and we will get to play along with her adoption story. And as we scroll past all these other beautiful and adorable, deserving faces, I wanted to bring our attention to this awesome section. So although Coastal German Shepherds Rescue does focus on German Shepherds, obviously it's in the name, they do rescue other breeds. You can see, I see some pity mixes. You know that that's a breed after my own heart. Looks like we've got some Roddy Lab mix here. There's some little guys, some little Chihuahua mixes. And there's these couple of guys. So these are Belgian Malinois or Belgian Malinois mixes. I will pop a picture of a Belgian Malinois. They often get mistaken for German Shepherd dogs. German Shepherds are a heavier gait, heavier build. Malinois are leaner and have an overall tighter look, but because their markings are so similar, they often get confused. So I did want to feature this beautiful girl, Leah, here because of her story. Coastal German Shepherds Rescue says Leah came to us as a terrified, shut down feral dog whom animal control had confiscated from a very bad situation. She was so shut down, it took a long, long time to get her to allow any type of interaction with humans. We spent month after month earning her trust, socializing her, and teaching her to overcome her many fears. Around 3 years old, she moved from the training facility into a foster home and is doing fantastic. But we need a special adopter. At first, she was scared to enter the house. The tiles scared her, and it took coaxing for her to enter. Leah now seeks affection, is playing with toys, plays with her human foster, is totally comfortable being inside, crate-trained, potty-trained, and is learning that the world isn't such a scary place. She even went to the beach for the first time and loved it. While she's your normal, energetic Maligator in her foster home, Maligator is referencing this sort of snapping or popping motion they do with their jaws. She is still figuring out the world outside of those doors. She spent time every day being exposed to new things, But when she's scared, she does try to bolt. She used to hit the end of her leash and frantically chew to break free, which is why she wears a long fur saver. It's a kind of pinch collar that holds on tighter to her if she tries to pull away so that she can't slip the lead. But now when something is new and loud and is that scary, she bolts and stops when she hits the end of the leash, even going into a sit. Leah is a jaw-snapping, toy-playing, chew-obsessed Malinois in her home and is going to need someone who understands Mals, who can supply structure, who is patient, and who can slowly build trust with her. Because she's such a flight risk, we are going to be very careful about where we place her, because she means the world to us. And here's my attempt at a Belgian Malinois. This is not a breed that is in our pre-made breeds in The Sims 4. So I had to get a little bit creative. She has this almost brindling down her back a little bit. She's darker than this, but to be honest, I'm not the greatest at casts, and I was shocked I got this far. So here is our Leah. You guys, to go from a feral dog to a dog that trusts the home that she's in is amazing. It's amazing. I personally have seen feral dogs that just didn't make the leap. And it is because of that months and months that they were talking about that it took. It isn't that they can't do it. It's that it takes so long and there are not many shelters that have that resource. So rescues like Coastal German Shepherds is so important. They do such important work. They take on a lot of medical cases. They are able, because of their trainers, to take on feral cases. So I have made Miss Leah active because she loves to go on those walks. She loves to have adventures on the beach. She enjoys playing in her home where she trusts the surroundings. I did make her playful because she loves her toys. She loves other dogs. So that's really awesome. But of course, I made her jumpy. She is a dog that is going to be naturally more cautious, and so I wanted to reflect that in her sim version. If Leah's story strikes a chord with you and you want to follow her adoption story from here until she finds her forever home, then please pop Leah's name down in the comments. So just to review, we have Handsome Hans, Miss Bubbly Mimi, and Scared but oh so sweet Miss Leah. I honestly and truly cannot wait to see who you guys pick to be able to play along with the adoption story of. Of course, we're going to take some creative licenses, we always do, but all three of these guys are so deserving. I do not envy your jobs. Normally, I have a favorite. I have one that I kind of hope gets picked. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but this time, guys, literally anybody would be so exciting to play with. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to vote. I typically give you guys about 2 episodes to be able to vote, just to make sure everybody gets their vote in. So next episode will be a gameplay episode, and I am excited to see you guys there. Again, thank you so much for voting and playing along with me, and as always, happy simming!